What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and yes, I'm back with shelf number 14 here of my DVD slash Blu-ray shelf-by-shelf collection overview series. Yeah, so continuing along with the standard DVDs, we finished up with 13 here with Teenage Exorcist, and since this one is going to be a longer shelf, let's just get right into this, man. I'm not going to talk too much about most of these because these shelves are like twice as long as like the last one. So if you're familiar with the series, you know that every second shelf is really damn long. So let's get right into this. First up here is a movie called Teeth. We all know this one. It's about a girl with teeth in her vagina. That is right. I actually have a funny story about this one time. My dad picked me up in the morning. We were heading golfing, and my dad says to me, he goes, "Have you ever seen this movie called Teeth before?" And I started laughing, and I said, "Yeah, Dad, I've seen that movie before. Why?" And he goes, "Well, I watched it last night on Netflix, and it was really good." And I was like, I bursted out laughing. I was like, "Are you kidding me? You watched a movie about vagina with teeth?" And he's just like, "Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was weird, but it was enjoyable." It's funny, because if you know my dad, he's really doesn't like movies like that. And I was shocked, beyond shocked. It was pretty funny stuff. Telltale, this is a full-length version of Edgar Allan Poe's Telltale Heart. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, I really enjoy the story, so every time they do an adaptation of it, I usually dig it, man. Everybody knows my love for Poe. He's one of my favorites of all time. Love his writing. 10. This one right here is kind of like, I don't know what you'd say, like, it's almost like a 10 Little Indians type thing, House on Haunted Hill. It's basically where 10 strangers are brought together in this house and they have like a common bond and they start getting picked off and shit. It's a really, really strange film though. Yeah, the cover art, fantastic. And I won't lie. This is the reason why I picked it up, because I was like, damn, the cover art's really cool. It's pretty low budget, the acting's pretty shitty. Is that a boob right there? Probably shouldn't be showing that, but as I zoom in, fuck. Yeah, it was okay. It's very, very strange. I need to rewatch that one sometime, because I can't quite remember all the details, but The Tenant, Roman Polanski's psychological thriller. This one made our top 100 films. It's so good. The Tenant is such a good film. Roman Polanski, super underrated for his his darker work, his horror and thrillers and stuff. He's done some really good films, and I mean, obviously Rosemary's Baby gets all the credit and stuff, but The Tenant, very, very much overlooked by a lot of people, I think. Good film, though. The Terror, of course, directed by, I think they said, Francis Ford Coppola, there it is. There we go. I love The Terror, man. Boris Karloff, good shit, man. Real early film from Francis Ford Coppola. Terror at Blood Fart Lake. Now, a couple shelves ago, I actually showed off this film, which is Return to Blood Fart Lake. That's right, they actually made two of these, believe it or not. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have these together on my shelves. It's kind of ridiculous, but this is the first one, Terror at Blood Fart Lake. And I have to say, man, the end of this movie it's worth watching just to see the end scene. It is the funniest fucking thing ever. Even thinking about it, I'm just pissing myself, but that's pretty much what you're getting yourself into. Fake mustaches, bad wigs, bad acting, retarded dialogue. Not for everybody, but, if you're willing to have a good laugh at a film, drink some beers, it's fun. Terror of Dracula. This is really good, actually, man. It's a low-budget production with a really interesting story, really well acted, and it's kind of artsy and shit. I highly recommend Terror of Dracula. I did a review for this one. Maybe check that out. I don't know where I did. Maybe Body Bags or something. The Terror Experiment. This is kind of like, what do you want to call it? Domestic terrorism. Yeah, it's shit that goes wrong and, people get infected and start going crazy. It was okay. I didn't mind it. I think I actually fell asleep the first time I watched that movie. Terror is a Man. This is from 50. It's such a great film. Directed by Eddie Romero. This is probably one of Eddie Romero's best films, to be honest. I think it is, actually, probably. Good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. Awesome film. You've never seen Terror for the Man. I have another copy here. I just picked this up for their artwork. Still sealed. It's actually from Alpha Video, but it was dirt cheap. I think this was only $2, so I just grabbed it. I was like, why not? I like the cover. Terror Tunes. This is definitely one of those films where it's so damn bad that you can't look away. It's a fucking train wreck, man. Everything about this movie is retarded. Like, the effects, the kills, the story, just the whole concept of this movie is beyond stupid, but it's so much fun, man. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I think there's a sequel to that, too. Terror Train. Oh, here's one I can definitely get rid of. I miss this. I actually really like doing these shelf by shelves, because then I can pull out all the stuff I need to get rid of. Of course, I've got this on Blu-ray. Jamie Lee Curtis. The end of this film, again, oh my god, I just love the death scene. I'm a big fan. I don't really want to ruin it if you haven't seen it, so, but I really want to say it, though. But, yeah, Terror Train, it's fun, man. It's got David Copperfield in this one. That's funny. Good shit. Territories. This is a Canadian flick about these Americans that were up in Canada. They're heading back to the States from a wedding. They get stopped by these border guards, I guess that you want to call them, and they start fucking with these dudes, man. It's real nasty shit right here. Pretty cool shit. You know what? I'm just gonna pull this out because this fucking Chainsaw edition, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the meat pack edition. Yeah, I still have 2 Chainsaw DVDs left. I've gotten rid of a few over the years, but Chainsaw, I love this edition, man. It's just fantastic shit right there. Gotta love that, man. Really good stuff. Classic. We all know Chainsaw. And of course, I still kept this one, the Dark Sky Steelbook. I actually had the Blu-ray version of this too, but I gave it to my homeboy Josh. If you guys are familiar with my marathons I do with Dylan, it's actually his older brother. But yeah, I kept these ones. They're kind of cool. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, Leatherface, of course. Of course, I've got Part 2 on Blu-ray, I think a couple times. Yeah, I think I do a couple different times. Scream Factory, Arrow, ridiculous. But yeah, Leatherface, I honestly like Leatherface. I don't know why this movie gets hate on. Sometimes it gets hate on. I don't know, man. I think Leatherface is really fun, man. I love the opening scene in this film, too. It's good stuff. What's his name? Ken Foree's in this film. Viggo Mortensen. That's who I'm looking for. But yeah, cool shit. Kind of like a remake, really. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: New Generation. Matthew McConaughey, Renee Zellweger. This movie is pretty much a natural disaster. It's just brutal, man. This movie I have seen so many times because they used to play this shit all the time on one of these Canadian movie channels or some shit, and I used to catch it all the time, and I could never figure out why they made this thing like the way they did. It's so fucking bizarre. This is actually the uncut version, like the longer version. So, yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. This movie right here, I actually expected to hate when I first saw it in the theater, but, you know, ended up liking it. Man, this DVD has been to hell and back. I've lent this thing out so many times over the years, and it's just been destroyed. It even comes like a metal plate thing. The odd thing about this, I bought this thing brand new when it came out, and it's a double disc. There's 2 discs. First disc is the movie, the second disc is the features. The funny thing is, when I opened this thing up, I got 2 disc 1s. Very, very strange to have that happen to you. It's very strange. So I've never actually seen the features that were on here before because I never upgraded this to Blu-ray. So all these features that are on the Phantom Disc 2 that I do not own, yeah, have not seen. Isn't that weird? Very, very strange. Oh, this is tough. I'm sitting on my ass and I'm too big to do this. Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. I actually love the shit out of this movie, man. I think it's just so damn bleak and dark. I love it, man. It's fucking great stuff, man. Basically the prequel to the remake. Awesome shit. Fail. This one right here was a pretty interesting film. I know a lot of people, I think, were maybe a little bit confused by this one. I don't know, man. I thought it was very visual and interesting. I thought it was interesting. That's all I'll say about that one. Thanksgiving. Probably one of the stupidest movies ever made in the history of cinema, but it's so much fun, man. Boobs in the first second. It's about a killer turkey, man. Like, what do you expect? Really bad acting, shitty dialogue, shitty effects, but super fun stuff. Really, you can't go wrong with it if you want a good laugh. Thanksgiving 3, if you're wondering where part 2 is, it explains it in this movie. This is the first movie ever to skip its own sequel. See, there's the artwork from the storyline in this movie, which they explain why they skipped part 2 and went to part 3. It's kind of a clever premise, but you know, it is what it is. Not as good as the first one at all. This one actually falls flat with a lot of jokes and stuff, but it's still pretty entertaining for what it is. The Theater Bazaar, pretty indifferent on this one. I think it's kind of all over the place with quality of shorts. There's one done by Richard Stanley on here, which is amazing. The short's okay. Probably one of the better ones, I think. Tom Savini did one. But you know, I don't know, 6 shorts. I think maybe I like 2 of them or some of this. It was a pretty lackluster. Wes Craven presents this film. It's like PG-13. It really shows its limitations in this one. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I think they could have done a lot more with this one, in my opinion. They All Must Die. Yes, banned worldwide and for 13 years, now unleashed and uncut. This is a Sean Weathers film. If you guys watch my show, I think I showed the Fappening. Yeah, I probably did. He directed that film, you know, obviously about the cell phone hack. He went ahead and did his own version of that. This one right here is like a rape revenge film from the 90s. Pretty fucking nasty, pretty bad. Like, I mean, look at the still on the back here. Apparently based on actual events. But that's what Sean Weathers does. He does like socially relevant films and shit. They don't cut the grass now, Mo. This is one from the mid 80s, I believe, like 85. Wow, sometimes my memory is actually better than I think it is. But this movie is ridiculous. Super low budget. I think they shot this like, it's not on video. It's got to be like on I don't know what the hell they shot. It's super low budget, but awesome. Super fun though. Really enjoyed that one. Stephen King's Thinner, which I actually never upgraded this to Blu-ray for... You know, the reason I never upgraded this one is because I'm not overly the hugest fan of this movie. I love the premise of it. I just don't like the way it's executed. I think it could have been done a lot better. I do like some things that are happening in the third act and things, but yeah, the premise is awesome. You know, I mean, kind of putting a curse on somebody so they lose all their weight and they die that way. I think that's pretty interesting, but yeah, I think the book is a lot better than the movie, to be honest. Howard Hawks' production of The Thing from Another World. Yeah, it's the movie that John Carpenter's The Thing is based on. Or kind of, I guess. Not really, but... well, however you want that argument to go. I love The Thing from Another World. If you watch this movie not thinking about John Carpenter's, it's pretty fun, man. It's pretty fun. Speaking of that, I don't even know why I still have this DVD in here. I was supposed to give this to somebody, and for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. It's still in my collection. I don't know. I have this on Blu-ray, so I think a couple different times, actually. I do. I have a standard and the Scream Factory, but The Thing, what can I say, man? It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. In my opinion, the decent prequel, I guess. I think some of the effects in this really fucking ruin this film. But it's still okay, though. It is what it is. It's okay. Thirst. Yes, this is it's kind of like an erotic vampire film from the director of Oldboy, which is Park Chan-wook. Yeah, this is awesome, man. If you've never seen Thirst, man, give this shit a shot. Chan-wook is such an amazing director. Such an awesome film, too. Another film called Thirst. Man, honestly, I think I have like 7 films called Thirst. I can see another one just right up there in that Aussie box. Fuck, I have so many of them, man. This is a monster film that came out, I believe, last year. Actually, not too bad. I was a little bit impressed with this. It's pretty fun. It's a good popcorn flick. Nothing more, nothing less. It is what it is. It's pretty predictable and shit, but it's got its moments. You know, something to throw in the background. Time to Kill with Ellie Church. Amazing independent film. I absolutely adore this film. It's so good. Signed by Ellie Church. Just really good shit. You like good independent cinema? Give this one a shot. I think I reviewed this one too, actually, one time. Pretty damn sure I did, but check out Time to Kill. It's amazing. One of my favorite Vincent Price movies, man, and one that just really doesn't seem to get any love. This one still has yet to receive the Blu-ray treatment. The Tingler. The effects in this shit are so funny to me, man. I don't know, man. I just love this movie. Something about the Tingler. It's the name, too. Good shit, man. Good shit. Good Vincent Price. Tokyo Zombie. Oh my god, this movie. Premium of the Dead, and I agree with this. This movie is so much funnier than Shaun of the Dead. It's ridiculously funny, man. It's so long, too. Like, I don't know, it's 104 minutes, but it really doesn't seem like it's that long because it's so over the top and ridiculous. Like, you have to see this movie to believe it. It's ridiculous. Awesome. So much fun. The Tommyknockers. Again, I think I was talking about this film in my last update, or last shelf, along with The Stand. I could, these movies could probably use the updates. A little bit outdated and stuff. These miniseries could definitely use them. I do enjoy The Tommyknockers. The book is so much better. The book is amazing, actually. But yeah, this is still pretty good for what it is. Pretty dated now. Tony, a character study of this kind of introvert serial killer, basically, is what he is. It's nothing more, nothing less kind of thing. This movie is awesome. It's super dark, and it's really well executed. A great character study, man. You really get into the psyche of this guy, and they do such a good job with this character. And I have to say, man, this dude who plays Tony absolutely murders this role. He kills it, man. It's so good. Super underrated film. Give this one a shot, man. Tony, it's awesome. Really good shit. Toolbox Murders, Tobe Hooper. Yes, Tobe Hooper's Toolbox Murders. I really don't care for this movie whatsoever. I believe this version is actually cut. Someone told me that, there's a little bit of footage that's cut out of this and stuff, so that's kind of a shame, but I don't know if it's actually going to help, the overall product out for myself. Considering it's the story, more or less, that I really don't care for in this one. I love the original Toolbox Murders. I love that film. The first half is probably a lot better than the second half of the original, but this is just one I've reviewed on the podcast. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of it. Torment, home invasion film from a couple years back. Not a bad film. Catherine Isabel's in this one. Lance Hendrickson. Yeah, or not Lance Hendrickson. Fucking Stephen McHattie. My God, I totally looked at... I've done that a million times. I always call Stephen McHattie Lance Hendrickson. I think it's because... I don't know what the hell it is. I do that all the time. Torment, it's pretty much what it is. I think there's some pretty good shit going on with the kid in this one. Not bad. Kind of nasty at parts. Torture, this is a revenge film, basically, about this couple that gets revenge for their child's murder, I think is the storyline. It's been so long since I've seen this. Man, $10. Can you believe that shit? There's no fucking way I paid $10 for this. Probably got it on a 80% off or some shit. But yeah, Tortured, it's okay. Pretty standard stuff from what I remember. It's been years since I've seen it. The Torturer, this is a Lamberto Bava film. I reviewed this on my Lamberto Bava theme week that I did a long time ago, probably 2-3 years back. It's actually a bootleg. This one doesn't have a Region 1 release. But this company does really good work, actually, man. Really good stuff. The transfer's awesome. Ooh, itchy nose. But yeah, really good stuff. Actually looks legit, really does. Pretty cool shit, though. Not Lamberto Bava's best work, but... Torture Chamber, the infamous Torture Chamber. Yes, me and JP. I think this is the film that set off our very first Screamy match on the podcast. He hated it. I love this film. Yeah, probably, I don't know. I wish I could go back and redo that review. I think I was really intoxicated when I did it, too, to be honest, man. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Dante Tomaselli, man. I think this movie's actually really interesting. I don't know, man. It'd be interesting to hear his thoughts on this movie now. Rewatching maybe with a little bit more of an open mind and stuff. I don't know. This is definitely a film that Jeremy did not watch, and he was trying to get him to chime in, and he didn't even fucking watch the movie for the podcast. What an asshole. But anyways, Torture Chamber, I enjoyed it, man. It's good shit. I think it's pretty cool. Torture Garden. This one just came out on Blu-ray in a 3-pack. I think Umbrella. Was it Umbrella or Vivision? I don't know, someone else put it out in Australia's couple different Blu-ray releases of it. Amicus anthology film. They're known for their anthology films. Pretty tame stuff, but pretty interesting. I enjoy Torture Garden, like most Amicus films. I'm a big fan of the Amicus. Tough. This might even be the nastiest short ever in the history of shorts. Oh, it's gross. This one is disgusting, man. It's real nasty. There's even, look at that, Joel M. Reed, the director of Bloodsucking Freaks. Look at that quote right there. At first I thought, I had a camera in my apartment until I saw the little dick. This is going... Such a great quote, man. Jim Van Bieber, man. Look at that. I mean, fucked up and funny. I mean, if you're getting quotes from these directors, man, I mean, your shit is insanely fucked. I actually recommended this to a few people, and they literally got back to me and said, what the fuck did you recommend to me? Probably not available anymore. 100 copies. I don't know. Very, very independent stuff. Townies. Still sealed. Yeah. Toxic Zombies, man. This is actually on the Video Nasties list. Oh, man. This movie is so bad, but it's so good, though. At the same time, it's pretty funny. These people that get infected by this crop spray. I think there's something to do with weed or something. I can't remember the whole storyline in it, but anyways, these people get infected from this crop dust or whatever, and they turn into toxic zombies. It's so bad. It's awesome. Trailer Park of Terror. I still love the title of this movie, Trailer Park of Terror. It's just fantastic shit right there. Very, very low budget, trash, but super, super fun, man. Really fun zombie film. Good shit. Train. This is kind of like... yeah, I think these people are like literally on this train heading to this place. It's like a black market organ type thing. Actually, not bad. Not bad. Trapped Ashes, another anthology film. To be honest, I thought this was actually really good, man. Sean Cunningham, Ken Russell, Joe Dante, Monty Hellman. Monty Hellman on here. It's crazy. That's some good shit right there. This one, I think this anthology film is really overlooked and a little bit underrated. I never hear anyone mention this thing when talking about anthology films. Mid-2000s type thing, 2006. Some pretty good shit on here, though, man. Check it out. Ooh, excuse me. Treehouse. This is a UK DVD. This one took a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. I fucking enjoyed the hell out of this movie. Really cool stuff, man. Basically kind of all set up in this treehouse. It's very kind of visual and a little bit... It's definitely slow. It's definitely a slow burn. Very atmospheric and shit like that, but good film. The Tremors Attack Pack. This is 1 through 4. We actually did this franchise on the podcast 1 through 5, which I think eventually is going to be outdated because they're doing another one. This is, in my opinion, one of the stronger franchises out there. All 5 films are pretty decent. I mean, there's not too many franchises that actually have all the films being that impressive. Tremors is one of those franchises, man. All of them pretty solid. The first one is criminally underrated as being an amazing film. I know people know about Tremors, they talk about Tremors, but I don't think people realize how good that film actually is. What an amazing franchise, though. Really good stuff. I can't wait for the new one. Triangle, a very trippy, surreal type, almost like Vicious Circle type film. Set on a boat, kind of goes in circles and shit. It's a really interesting psychological type film. I think Triangle is pretty cool, man. Trick or Treat, best cover art ever. I love how they sell this with Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne. It's amazing. They're both in the film for like a minute total. Reviewed this film, actually, I think multiple times. But good shit, though, man. Sammy Kerr, yeah, coming back for some revenge. Good shit, though, man. Trick or Treat, what can I say, man? Probably my favorite anthology film now. It used to be Creepshow forever. I love Trick or Treat, man. I absolutely love this movie. I love the structure of it. It's so amazing. And I love when companies do this. They have a different slipcover, you know, to the actual artwork underneath. Pretty cool. I do have this on Blu-ray also. So, I mean, I keep this because I love this edition. I've watched this DVD so many times. Just couldn't part with it, man. Triclops, this is a Brett Piper monster film. You know what you're getting with Brett Piper. The effects are going to be like stop motion and things like that. I mean, look at that shit, man. Huge scorpion, huge shitty monster. Yeah, this is so bizarre that Alpha Video put this out, because they usually don't put out new films. This is like actually like a newer film. Sci-fi thriller by Brett Piper. Good shit. The Tripper. Yes, awesome. David Arquette's directorial debut of The Tripper. Very politically motivated. The impeachable version. I love this movie, man. I really do, man. There, you got some Jay in there. We got some fucking Pee Wee Hermans, Paul Rubin. The kills are pretty fun in this one. The killer looks awesome. It's good, man. I think it's fun, man. I don't know. Trog with Joan Crawford. I always love the name of this film, Trog. My God. I mean, look at that. I mean, King Kong or what? Like, come on. The abominable snowman of the Himalayas. Bigfoot of the Pacific Northwest. The Pacific Northwest? That's where I fucking live. Crazy. Alright. True Nature. I am not gonna lie, I do not remember a fucking thing from this. Maybe I haven't even watched this one. I don't know. I don't know, peeps. Sorry. Truth or Dare, Critical Madness. Tim Ritter. I actually rewatched this about 2 nights ago. I posted a picture on my Instagram. If you guys follow me on there, you've probably seen it. And most likely didn't give it a thumbs up or like it, because I don't think anyone's heard of this film, man. It's weird. This movie right here is actually quite interesting. This is the movie that got Elijah Wood into horror films. He said he saw this movie when he was like 5 years old and just fell in love with it. This movie essentially is a huge Halloween ripoff, and at first it doesn't play out like a Halloween one, because it's following this guy that's, you know, basically gets cheated on by his wife. But the thing is, he goes fucking insane and he does some crazy shit, and they throw him in an institution. Now this is where it picks up on the Halloween ripoff. He's in this institution, and then he creates this copper mask, and then he breaks out of the institution by killing all the guards and shit like that, and then goes on a fucking killing spree. And his goal is to kill his way to his ex-wife to take her out, which would be essentially, you know, Mike Myers' sister kind of thing. It's fucking Halloween is what it is, man. It's crazy. It's so much fun. I love this movie. It's so ridiculous and over the top. I believe this movie was shot on video, but then they transferred it to film, so it does have like a kind of like film look to it. But it's pretty damn cool, man. I rewatching this, I just had such a blast with it. Wicked Games. This is Truth or Dare Part 2. Tim Ritter film. We got more of the copper mask killer. Mask is like completely different in this one. This one I believe came out in the mid-90s or something like that, or some crazy thing. But yeah, that's the sequel. And then here's Screaming for Sanity, Truth or Dare Part 3. Again, really cool, man. I really enjoy these films, man. Really good shit. And yeah, there's Part 3, and then Part 4, I shamelessly can admit I've never actually seen. This one's still sealed. I picked this up a couple years ago, and I just never got around to checking it out. This is like the newest one, and apparently he is doing a Part 5. I looked on his IMDb page, and apparently it's filming right now, so that's really cool, man. So maybe I'll have to do a whole franchise reviews of the Truth or Dare films. Truth or Dare 4, Deadly Dares. Good shit, man. Really films that no one ever talks about. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. Man, I don't know if I have this on Blu-ray or not. Shit, I can't remember. Fun, man. This is such a fun movie. I love the characters of Tucker and Dale, man. They're such a riot, man. Like, I mean, this is how you do, you know, comedy horror. Pretty funny shit, man. Really, really funny. Tulpa, yes. New Neo Giallo film. Absolutely love this film. I did a review for this. All I can say is that I gushed on this one. Really awesome stuff. Good visuals, cool story. You really can't go wrong with this. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Really, really well done. So check out Tulpa. Good stuff. Then we got Touristas. This one was okay. I thought it was pretty cool. At least this one comes with both versions. Pretty interesting stuff, you know. People touring. I think they get involved with the drug. I can't remember exactly the story, but yeah, I remember it being okay and shit like that. So Turkey Shoot, some classic Ozploitation, more of an action film, but this one of course has Steve Railsback, Olivia Hussey in it. Just recently upgraded this one to Blu-ray too, so but I'll keep this because, you know, I think it might actually be all region. I'm not sure, but yeah. Cool stuff. Alright, so let's try to move this on a little quicker. Already like a half an hour in and I'm like not even halfway. That's bad. The Turnpike Killer. Not a bad film. It's pretty low budget and I don't know, man. It's decent for what it is. I know this one got a re-release. I want to say Wild Eye actually ended up releasing this one. This is like the indie version sign, but it's not a bad slasher film. It's pretty cool. The Tunnel, one of my favorite found footage films. This is truly how you do found footage. Great Aussie flick. Everyone needs to check out The Tunnel. I love that movie. Twilight Zone, the movie. I really dig this film, man. I mean, I know this movie is obviously plagued with a real kind of devastating history and stuff with people dying on the set and shit like that. But yeah, Vic Morrow, man. That's such a sad, tragic story about him dying on the set of this film. But I still like the Twilight Zone movie. It's not as good as the TV show, obviously. But Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me, David Lynch's bizarre masterpiece. This shit is just off the fucking chain weird. So strange. So strange. Kind of like TV series, but definitely weirder. Twisted Illusions 2. Yeah, this is some more Tim Ritter stuff right here. I do have the first one. It's actually in a box set up in the box set. So good shit though, man. Twisted Illusions. I enjoyed the shit out of this, man. Pretty fun stuff. Twisted Nerve. Yes. If you've ever seen the Kill Bill movies, you know that famous music that's in that came from Twisted Nerve. 1968. Yes. So good, man. This movie's such a good flick, man. It's an amazing story. I wish I had time to get into it, but just check it out. It's awesome. Love me some Twisted Nerve. Uncaged. Still haven't checked this one out yet. It looks okay. Just picked that one up recently. The Ugly. I thought it was pretty decent from what I remember. Yeah, I remember being pretty heavy on being psychological and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Undead. Oh, man, this movie's awesome, man. This is from New Zealand. Really interesting take on zombies and shit. It's a fucking strange movie. Super awesome. Really good. Check out Undead. Love it. The Undertow, really low budget slasher film. I mean, look at the killer. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, that's what you're getting yourself into right there. Actually pretty fun from Sabrosa. Not bad. Oh. Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. I adore the shit out of this film. It's just awesome. I mean, you get to see her, full frontal. That's pretty cool. But I love the atmosphere and the story in this is just so bizarre and strange, and the execution's awesome. I love it. Here's one that I've always enjoyed too, The Undertaker and His Pals. I love it. Cannibalism was never so funny. It's true, man. It's true. It's pretty funny. Unhinged, Video Nasty, not really the best movie. I mean, this one's notorious for being a video nasty. It's definitely not that great, though. It has its moments, but it's not bad. Uninhabited. This is an Australian flick, basically about this couple that gets stranded on this island, or on this coral, or whatever. Yeah, this is really interesting. A really, really interesting flick. I did a full-length review of this on my Aussie theme week that I did a few years back, but check it out. Awesome stuff. I think the director even commented on my video and said thanks for the review and shit. It's pretty cool. The Unholy, coming to Vestron, and I'm hoping that Vestron's going to be releasing this version, the uncut version. So, I'll sit on this DVD. Well, I probably won't get rid of it anyways because it's a Region 2. It's not like I can just give it to the average person around here. But yeah, Unholy, I love this movie. Did a review for this on my 88 series. Good shit. Really good stuff. We got The Unliving. Paul Naschy, not a bad film. I mean, Paul Naschy's done way, way better than this. I actually fell asleep a couple times watching this thing, to be honest, but I thought it was, it's okay. It's definitely decent for what it is. If you're familiar with Paul Nash, you know what you're getting yourself into. Pretty good shit, so. The Uninvited Guest. This movie is fantastic. This copy's still sealed. This is really, really fucking good. Really damn good film. All I can say is check out this great Spanish film. It's awesome. Really, really good stuff. Unspeakable with Dennis Hopper. I think, this is more or less like a psychological kind of thriller type deal with Lance Hendrickson. There's Lance Hendrickson. Pretty good from what I remember. It's been so long, but yeah. Can't remember every single movie in full detail, people. Urban Flesh. It's a cannibal film is what it is. This movie's awesome. This movie's so bad it's awesome. Banned in 3 countries. I wonder what those 3 countries were. Bunch of pussies. Yeah, good shit, man. Urban Flesh. I did a review for that too. I don't even know why I always say that because I've done reviews for millions of movies. Urban Legend. We're actually going to be covering the Urban Legend films on the podcast, but we're not just going to do the films. We're actually going to do a little bit of a special way. We're actually going to have a full discussion on Urban Legends before we do the movie reviews. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be in a couple episodes. So I remember watching Urban Legend in the theater, and it's pretty good. It's definitely not as good to me as it used to be, but yeah, obviously picked this one up. PG. Ironically enough, I live in a city that's abbreviated PG. Urban Legends Final Cut. Really not good. I really don't care for this film that much. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, it's part 2. It's okay. And then we got Bloody Mary, Urban Legends. This one right here, man. You would think the Final Cut would be the third one. This is actually the third one. This one's actually better than the second one, in my opinion. But, it is what it is. Vacancy with Luke Wilson. Yes, Luke Wilson. What the fuck? Kate Beckinsale, man. She's so hot, man. Not a bad film. I didn't mind this, man. I know a lot of people always say to me, they're like, I hated Vacancy because Luke Wilson was terrible in it. Yeah, the Wilsons, I hate the Wilsons, man. I really don't care for them. But it's okay. Vacancy 2, the first cut. I actually like this one a little bit better than the first one. Not bad. It's really not bad. Rental copy. Valentine. Yes. Not a bad film whatsoever. Really sexy cast. Katherine Heigl in this. We got Denise Richards. Yeah, I've reviewed this on the podcast. It's not bad. It's pretty good for what it is. It's got its moments. I think it's a pretty good film. Surprised that one doesn't have a Blu-ray release, to be honest. Vampires. Don't even know why I just pulled this. I have this on Blu-ray. Weird. One of my favorite Carpenter films. It makes my top 10. I know people are always like, man, it's in your top 10. I'm like, I love vampires. There's something about this film I adore. I seen it in the theater when it came out and just fell in love with it. I don't know. Just like it. Don't judge. Vampires, Las Minutos. This is the second film. This is like the sequel to John Carpenter's film. It's got John Bon Jovi in it. It's actually not the worst film in the world. It's pretty low budget. The production value is pretty low, but, it's really not great, but it's okay. Vampire in Brooklyn. Eddie Murphy as a vampire with Angela Bassett. Fuck. This movie, I used to hate this movie. I couldn't stand this one back in the day, but it grew on me over years. I think it's actually kind of comical to watch. Eddie Murphy as a vampire. I mean, come on. You gotta at least check it out once. Vampire Girl vs. Frankenstein Girl. Actually fun as hell. This movie's pretty fun, man, from what I remember. I remember really digging this. No, I did not do that myself. That's just the way it is on the back. Yeah. It's what you're getting there. Vampires vs. Zombies. This is a Vince D'Amato film. He's a filmmaker from around my way in Vancouver. I've met him before. He's actually a really, really nice guy. I'm hoping he's going to be at HorrorCon this year so I can talk to him some more. He's a really interesting cat. Always puts on lots of horror shows, and he's very much in that circuit, It's pretty cool. But pretty cool film, actually. I enjoyed that one. Low budget, but... The Vatican Exorcisms. I'm scooching along on my butt here. This movie is fucking terrible. Ugh. Don't watch it. Awful. I got that for review. It's just shitty. I gave it a shit at fucking review. Vengeance of the Zombies, Paul Nash. Now here's a good Paul Nashy film. I also do have this on Blu-ray. I have that double pack Blu-ray, which is also coming to the Paul Nashy collection that Scream Factory's releasing. So I picked up this a few months ago, got that double feature Blu-ray, and then right when I got it in, Scream Factory announced Paul Nashy set. I'm like, oh my god. So, yeah, this one's good though. So much repetitive Paul Naschy. Venom. This one's actually not bad. From what I remember, I think... Oh, this is the one. This is the one with Method Man in it. He's got a cameo in it. Yeah, it's really not great. But, you know, it is what it is. Venomous with Treat Williams. The best actor ever. Treat Williams. Good shit. Yeah, it's killer snake shit, man. It is what it is. You know what you're getting yourself into. If you're into it, check it out. It's actually pretty fun. Venus Drowning. This is... I still haven't gotten around to watching these films. This is part 3 of the Andrew Parkinson trilogy. You've seen the other ones probably in the sections already, so... But, yeah, I'll be getting around to those sometime. I want to do them as a trilogy. Village of the Damned, Children of the Damned, double feature. I love Village of the Damned. Children of the Damned isn't as good, but Village of the Damned is just... outstanding. Outstanding. The remake by Carpenter is just not good. Vindicator, man. This is pretty much RoboCop, but this came out before RoboCop. Budget's lower. But really damn fun. This is such a blast, man. I love The Vindicator. Good shit. This is a German DVD. English audio and stuff. So, The Vineyard. Pretty cool stuff, man, with James Hong. It's okay, man. It's not really the greatest film in the world, but I enjoy it, though, man. The Vineyard. Violent Kind. I enjoyed this film. I don't know what it was, man, but I kept hearing from people, don't check it out. It's shitty, man. The Butcher Brothers I missed on this one. I thought it was pretty good. I actually kind of like the premise. I like the execution of it. I think it's because really nobody told me what it was about or anything, so I just kind of went in blindly, more or less. I enjoyed it. Viral. Film from last year. Not a bad one. Just blind-buyed this one. It was pretty damn average to me. Some people really liked it a lot more than I did. Virus film. These sisters, they're cooped up in their house and they gotta survive and shit. It's okay. It really isn't terrible, but I didn't overly care for it too much. Virus X. Having a hard time remembering what this one's about, but I'm assuming it's about a virus. I mean, I can't remember. The Visit. I love this movie. This is probably my favorite M. Night Shyamalan film to date. And, you know, I've seen his new one too. So, really enjoyed this. I thought the execution on this was really well done. Loved the reveal of this one. It was awesome. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about The Visit. I really enjoyed it. Saw it at the theater. Vlog. It's been a while, man. This one has something to do with the internet and shit like that. I really can't remember this one, but I really remember enjoying it, though, for what it was. Oh, an extreme horror. I can't remember exactly the finer details of this one, but I remember really enjoying it. Check that one out. Voices from Beyond. I do have this on Blu-ray, too. Yeah. Lucio Fulci. Really not one of his greater films. Actually, one of his worst, to be honest. But, yeah, definitely did need the Blu-ray treatment, but everything is. Getting the blues. First the Dead. This is a midnight releasing film. Pretty fun, actually. There's some pretty good moments in this one. I have done a full-length review for that one, so maybe I shit on it. I don't know. Wakewood. This is like the resurrection of Hammer. Pretty standard stuff. I mean, this story has been done a million times. We've seen this as kind of like, Pet Sematary. Just did that podcast will be out in a few days. It's been recorded for a week, but it'll be out in a few days. But it's kind of like Pet Sematary in a sense, from what I remember. Walled In. Yeah, man, I think that's literally what it is. I think there's someone... Oh, that's a chick from Crash. Yeah, I can't remember this one. It's been a while. Sorry, guys. Some of these movies are just... The Ward, John Carpenter's The Ward. Unfortunately, this was the last film that he directed. It sounded like I was going to say that he died or something. Jesus. But no, he's just doing his music and stuff like that. He didn't write this movie. He just kind of directed. It's pretty standard stuff. Psychological. I don't know. It was not my favorite. It's not horrible, but... Warlock. Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Julian Sands makes this film enjoyable. And, you know, he's a male witch, man. He's a male witch. It's pretty cool. It's got some cool story to it and stuff. We've covered these on the podcast as a trilogy. Warlock, the Armageddon. Not as good as the first one, but it's definitely downgraded. But it's still pretty fun. It has its moments. And then this movie right here, Warlock 3, The End of Innocence with Bruce Payne. This is the reason why we have a Hall of Pain on our 22 Shots of Movies and Horror website. And so basically, if you're not familiar with it, film with the three of us rating, if the three of us rate a film and it doesn't even equal over 10, then it makes the Hall of Pain. This is the reason. It started with Bruce. This movie is fucking terrible. It is so bad. Like, we're talking, I mean, these films degrade in quality, but this is just, it's like it dropped off the cliff, man. It's so shitty. He's just definitely no Julian Sands, but the story is terrible in that movie, too. War of the Dead, Nazi Zombies. Fuck yeah. Actually pretty damn fun. I remember really digging this. But yeah, I love meeting some Nazi zombies. I don't know what it is about Nazis and zombies and Nazi exploitation and shit. I always dig it. War of the Living Dead. Not bad. It definitely has its moments. Yeah, it's kind of what it is, man. It was actually kind of funny. Watch Me When I Kill VCI version. I know Shameless Entertainment put this out. I really got to pick up that DVD. Hopefully this will get a Blu-ray one day. I love this movie. Transfer, not really the greatest on this release, but pretty cool stuff. Waxwork, this is a Region 2. I have this on Blu-ray. I actually just got rid of 2 other copies of when I got the Blu-ray, I had 4 copies of Waxwork. So I kept the Region 2 one. This is actually, I think this actually might be a cut version. I don't even know. But yeah, no one's going to take Region 2s off my hands. Waxwork, 1924 anthology film, Waxworks. This is fucking awesome. If you've never seen this movie, you got to do yourself a favor and check this out. Some classic silent era stuff right here. Really good. Kino knocked it out of the park with this one, man. Looks really good too. Wedding slashers. That's pretty much what it is, man. Oh, this movie sucks. I think I remember hating this film so bad. I picked it up completely because of the title, Wedding Slashers. Don't do that, people. I learn from my mistakes. Don't do stupid things like that. Welcome to Spring Break. This movie's so good, man. I absolutely love this. Harry Kirkpatrick. That's amazing. I think it's like Umberto Lenzi directed this one. American Italian mash. The killer's so awesome, man. It's kind of like, I just love that. I'm thinking about the electrocution scene on this motorbike. Oh my god, it's so funny in this film. But it's kind of like Nail Gun Massacre in a sense, you know, kind of looks like that. But and here's the alternate title, Umberto Lenzi's Nightmare Beach. I picked this up just solely for the cover. I'm just not doing that shit anymore. But look at this. It's a bootleg, but I wanted it. I love the title, Nightmare Beach. It's awesome. Wendigo, this is a Larry Fessenden film, which I can also get rid of because I have this on Blu-ray. I love this movie. I think Larry Fessenden is just such an underrated director. He's done so much good work, and he just doesn't get the credit for the films that he's done. I think it's because he hasn't done a whole lot, but, you know, he appears in... You always see Fessenden in every film these days. It's crazy. Great werewolf film. I really love this. I love the premise of this film too. I thought it was fantastic. Great modern werewolf film. Speaking of Larry Fessenden, We Are Still Here. This is like a Lucio Fulci tribute film, basically. Larry Fessenden has a role in this film. Great effects, great story, great gore, great atmosphere. I love this movie. We Are Still Here. It's awesome. I think I have the Blu-ray too. I want to say... Did I pick up this fucking Blu-ray? Damn, I don't even know if I did. I'm kind of talking... I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. God, I have way too many movies. We Are What We Are. Yes, a fantastic cannibal film. Spanish. Oh, loved it. Loved it. Check it out. It's just so good. And then here is the remake, the American remake, We Are What We Are. And it's actually pretty good too. It's completely different than the original one, which I enjoyed about that. I dug this, man. Not as good as the original one, but it's pretty good. Definitely passable. Don't hate on it because it's a remake. When a Stranger Calls, original. Definitely the first 25 minutes are the seller of this movie. I'm actually not overly a huge fan of this. I know I took some shit when we reviewed this on the podcast. I don't know, man. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. I just think it just goes into a place where it's just ridiculous. When a Stranger Calls, remake. This is shit. It's not really good at all. It's not really good. I don't have the second one. I think it only has like a VHS release or something like that. Werewolf Fever. This is an awesome Canadian exploitation film. Werewolf type low budget film. Awesome shit though, man. Super fun. Love the setting at this this kind of like meat market thing or whatever. I can't remember, but awesome. Look at that cover art. Good shit. Werewolf Fever. I've recommended this one a million times. Good shit. Love it. Love it. Where the Devil Dwells. I really dug this film too. I think I did a full-length review for this one on the channel, so you can check that out if you want to know more about it. But I thought this was pretty damn cool. Pretty cool shit. Wig. Yes. A Killer Wig. I think I reviewed this one also, actually. This is a fucking strange film, man. I think it's Korean? Yeah, it's a Korean film, man. Really interesting, kind of psychological, fucked up shit. Here's one I don't hear anyone talk about, Wild Country. I really enjoy the shit out of this one, too. Love this premise, man. It's awesome. It's a little bit predictable, but some good shit. If you want to read the synopsis, you can do a little pause there and, you know, practice your reading. Yeah, I love that movie, man. It's really good stuff. Here's one I have to recheck out. The Wild Hunt. My first watch, I didn't really care for it. Don't you hate when you rip off the top and it takes half your fucking cover with it? I hate that shit, man. It pisses me off. But I was really surprised to notice that Roger Ebert gave this movie a thumbs up. It's crazy, because my first watch, I didn't really care for it too much. I was a little in and out of sorts watching it, though. I know my man Tom Horsball really loves this film, and he was shocked that I didn't care for it, but I gotta check it out again. David Lynch's Wild at Heart. It's in here because it's beyond strange, and it's not a horror film, but it's fucking weird. Musical, kind of crazy shit. David Lynch is fucking weird. Willard remake with Crispin Glover. Very, very enjoyable. Crispin Glover, I wish he had done more horror films, man. He's just such an underrated horror actor. Oh my god. He's perfect because he's so eccentric in real life that it really shows in his films. The Willies, awesome anthology from the early 90s. I love this thing. Really, really great stuff here, man, with Mr. Sean Astin. Yeah. And then here's another copy of the Willies I actually got from the Horsball, aka Tom, in a contest. So I just kept it sealed because, you know, it was a gift. So I'm going to keep that one. Different artwork, which is really cool. Willow Creek, this was directed by Bob Goldthwait. This movie's pretty shitty. There's actually one decent scene where they're in a tent. I thought it was pretty creepy and shit, but it goes on for so long. It's ridiculous. It's like that perfect scene that you'd make a whole spoof movie out of. Yeah, it's very, very standard found footage Bigfoot shit, man, where, you know, essentially you get to see nothing and then you get to see a glimpse. Like, these fucking movies, man, they fucking piss me off. That's why Exist was so damn good. Windshield with Emily Blunt. Love this movie. I love everything about this one. I just love the setup to it. It's creepy, and then when they get trapped on the road, it's creepy. The snowy setting, great acting. Good shit, man. Fucking awesome film, Windshield. Love it. The Windmill, also known as The Windmill Massacre. I don't know why in the fuck it's retitled just The Windmill. It's kind of lame sauce in my opinion. But, you know, thought it was pretty cool. Thought it was pretty cool, man. Here's another really interesting one that I thought was pretty cool. Wishcraft. Very cool premise to this, man. Very, very cool. About, you know, someone with 3 wishes and a genie and shit. And yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Dude wishes to get this girl, and yeah, it's cool, man. I really enjoy that. Interesting film. We got Wishmaster 1 and 2 double feature here. I can get rid of these films because I just picked up the Vestron Blu-ray of all 4. Wishmaster 3, which is pretty shitty, and Wishmaster 4, which is a little bit better, but even pretty shitty. But the selling point to these films is the guy that plays the Djinn in the first 2. He kills it, man. And they're actually pretty gory. The storylines are pretty decent in the original ones. But 3 and 4, they changed the actor. And I thought the actor was terrible as the Djinn, but the stories are really bad. The production value is even shittier. And, fuck the Wishmaster films. The 3 and 4, I mean. The Witches, awesome. Really, really good shit, man. I enjoy this film, man, for what it is. You know, it's definitely probably a film that most people wouldn't think I would like, but it's The Witches, man. Come on, you gotta like The Witches. Witchboard, The Possession. Yes, this is the 3rd one, I believe. Yeah, Witchboard 3. I got the other 2 on Blu-ray, of course. And yeah, this is definitely probably the worst one, but it's okay. Here's a very interesting thing. Witchcraft. Now, here's a running joke on the podcast about us doing this franchise. Now, here is the original DVD release, which used to come in jewel cases, CD jewel cases. Yes, they are real pressed up discs. And 1997 this thing came out in. This is what they came in. They came in like kind of like a bigger box type deal, but this is essentially what you're getting. Isn't that fuck? Not very good. And then we get into part 2, and there's like, I think 16 or 17 of these films now. I'm not even joking. Part 2, The Temptress, not very good. These are like sleazy type witchcraft type films. They're not really. I'm not excited to ever do those. Witch's Brew, craft beer gone bad. Chauncey Phillips. Chauncey. I love when people call him Chauncey. It's hilarious. It's actually Sean C. Phillips, guys. AKA Cool Duder. Into Walmart we... Oh, okay. It always cracks me up. But, yeah, it's actually pretty fun. My homie Zach gave me this film. He fucking hated it with a passion. And he's like, you'll like this shit. And I told him I did. So, and he's like, go figure, you like shitty movies. And I'm like, I do like shitty movies. Thank you for the free movie. A Witch Story. Look at this fucking hell. I was going to say this album cover. This artwork is just horrible. This movie could have been a little bit better. It's not a bad movie whatsoever, but... It has its moments, though. I think the execution was a little off at times, but I think they did a decent job with it for being indie. Witching and Bitching, what a fantastic film this is. Oh, I love the shit out of this movie. So cool. It's so different with all the shit that's going on in this one. I don't want to give anything away, but this is really awesome. It's Spanish, so you are going to have to read this one. So don't be lazy, folks. Read your films. The Witch Who Came from the Sea. Now, this one did come out on Arrow Blu-ray. I do have the Arrow Blu-ray, but I'm keeping this because I went so out of my way to find a copy of this that I'm just not giving up. I'm not giving this away for nothing. So, yeah, The Witch Who Came from the Sea. I love this movie. It's good shit. But the Blu-ray, of course, has the original artwork with the severed head and shit, which is so much better. Within, very, very standard kind of move into a house, shit starts happening. From last year, I didn't care for this. I thought it was pretty bland. Pretty shitty. Speaking of the man Crispin Glover, the Wizard of Gore remake. He's king of remakes, man. Of course, the Herschel Gordon Lewis film. Yeah, he does a good job in this, man. I actually like this. I really didn't care for this remake at first, but I think it's pretty good now. Grew on me over the years. Wolf with Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer. I like this film. It's not my favorite, but I do enjoy this one. It's a very high production value, of course, with 2 A-list actors at the time and shit, so... But yeah, it is what it is, right? Wolf Creek. Good film, man. Really, really good shit. I always enjoyed this one for what it is. Good shit. And then, when Wolf Creek 2 came out, I was like, okay. John Jarrett murders this movie. He fucking sells this shit, like, awesome. I think I like Wolf Creek 2 more. Whatever, don't judge me. I like this one. It's awesome shit. And last up for this enormous shelf, ridiculous, is Wolfen, and this is not a werewolf film at all. So don't get it twisted, people. It's based on Indian folklore and shit like that, shape-shifting and shit. So awesome. I really should upgrade this to Blu-ray because I'm a big fan of Wolfen. I know a lot of people aren't, but it's definitely one of those films I think if you watch a few times, and if you go in knowing that it's not about werewolves and shit like that, you might understand a little bit more, but it's great. Great stuff, man. I really enjoy the shit out of that. So that is going to do it for shelf number 14, and I'll be back with shelf number 15, which is just going to be this little guy. Like I said, it's going to be the end of it, and then right after that is the shitty shark part of the collection. Yes, I have all my shark films together because I like bad shark films. I've really slowed down on buying them, little shits, because let's face it, most of them are shit. That's why they're called shitty shark films. Anyways, guys, this has gone on for an hour. I need to get the fuck out of here. So, as usual, peace and thanks for watching. Yeah.